Good evening and welcome to PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria, live from the Venado Club. It's PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria Women's Round 2. Bulleen Lions hosting Alamein. Two teams with great aspirations for the season ahead and hoping to prove a point tonight. These two have been known to play entertaining clashes, particularly here at the Venado Club on a Monday night, whether it's in Alamein, their current guys, or Ashburton in seasons gone by. My name's Teo Pellizzeri. It's a pleasure to have your company in the Mixlr app and mixlr.com/FFE radio. You can hear the stadium announcer announcing the teams over the loudspeaker, and I'll bring them to you here as well. Just a word of warning, tonight we are going for a bit more of a 4TV commentary style, so it's not going to be the regular flow play-by-play that you might be used to. But nonetheless, you'll still hear all the important moments of tonight's match. So for the home team, Bulleen Lions, Emily Shields in goal tonight, Tessa Cernio, Leah Privatelli, Alex Natoli, Liana Iaconis, Caitlin Friend, Olivia Ellis, Brittany Dudley-Smith, Emily Dolzan, Alexandra Amore, and Olivia Edwards. For Alamein tonight, their goalkeeper is Erin Hudson, and then Christina Karachi, Joey Cartwright, Caitlin Douglas, Amy Kane, Ash Lefebvre, Anita Les, Amy Marin, Marielle Pastor, Ria Schroeder, and Jamie Williams. Readiness as we get set to kick off PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria Women's Round 2. That whistle gets us started, and Ali Manjan is our referee for this evening. Alamein punting the ball into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick straight from the off. Emily Shields in goal for the Bulleen Lions this season, after switching across from Box Hill United. Good conditions at the Venado Club. Just a little bit of wind around, but for the most part, players would have very little to complain about on a cool March evening. Tumbling ball, Williams plays it to Douglas. Now Jamie Williams trying to steady, hits the ball out to the left. Dolzan coming through for Bulleen. Friend can't control the ball. You can hear the shouts of the players down at ground level. Pass through the centre of midfield by Amy Kane, blocked away, but Alamein get possession back. Karachi, now Lefebvre, playing it right back tonight for Alamein. Friend coming through, passed her back to win possession, and now Karachi, very tricky over on the wing. Plays it to Douglas, attempted through ball for Pastor, blocked away by Natoli. Ellis with a volley, and an energetic interception made there for Alamein by Cartwright. Ball played over to the flank, but Alex Amore is there. Deflects off Cernio, and this might work out here for Alamein. Shot coming from distance and tumbling into the grasp of Emily Shields, and Amy Kane there with the first shot on target of the night, but not a great deal of venom behind it. Lefebvre battling for possession against Dudley-Smith. Does well to control the ball. Plays it back to Williams at the centre of defence. Williams looking for options. We're off to a fast start here. It's a good tempo to the game. Pastor plays it to Cartwright. Cartwright cuts the ball over to the right. Karachi has to cut in, and she was coming back from an offside position. So the two teams still settling in. Taking a look at the formations for tonight. Alamein about to defend this free kick, which Bulleen are taking backwards. Dangerous here, inviting the pressure on. Natoli, a loose touch, able to recover and jink around Karachi. Alex Natoli getting forward. Plays the ball through the left. Amore, first time cross. Plenty of players underneath it. Highest head was Amy Marin getting up in the air. Lefebvre caught in possession. Natoli still forward. Looking to break forward. Strong block tackle coming through there from Pastor. Wins the ball. And now Karachi breaking down the wing, and that is offside against Amy Kane. Ball goes back to Emily Shields. Ball over on the left for Alamein. Top of the area, and the referee pays the foul. Well played over on the left side. Cutting in on that occasion was Schroeder. And a free kick opportunity here for Alamein. Looks as though Mariel Pastor is pulling rank and is going to take the free kick. Schroeder, of course, back in senior NPL after a year recovering from a knee reconstruction in the Alamein under-18s. Great to see her back in the seniors. Bulleen have put 5 in the wall. Can Pastor strike the first blow? Puts it low into the shins of the wall, and Cernio blocked it out for a corner. So Alamein attacking the tennis court's end will get the first corner kick of the night. Looks like Pastor was on set-piece duty. High corner kick. No one able to get a head on it, and a handball against Amore. The referee pays the penalty. And Alex Amore, unfortunate as the ball reared up off the synthetic, couldn't get the arms out of the way. And Alamein have got themselves an early chance to take the lead. Bit of a discussion over who's going to take it. Looks like they've given it to Ria Schroeder. Alamein for the early lead. And it's saved by Shields, and the follow-up is put over the bar. Not a great deal of confidence in Schroeder's penalty, and Shields able to block it out, and then the follow-up sent high. And Bulleen led off there. Emily Shields, one of their big-name recruits of the off-season, coming up with an important penalty save to keep the game at 0-0. And that would have been an ideal start for the visiting team, just 5.5 minutes in. But Schroeder couldn't convert. Dudley Smith caught in possession by Cartwright. Now Douglas over to the left. Schroeder will be determined to make amends, but steps on the ball here and can't keep it in. It's out for a throw. Ellis throws it in. It's all Alamein at the moment. Marin. Friend able to intervene. Now Dudley Smith. Bulleen looking to break. Ball through the right. Privatelli, I don't think has had a touch of the ball yet. Pass is intercepted by Marin. And Schroeder wins a throw. Bulleen's throw this time. Ellis brings it in. Cernio. Natoli. Dangerous pass. Sold Edwards into trouble. And Karachi left a boot in there. Fortunately for Bulleen, they'll get possession back. Natoli restarts play. Bouncing through the left side. And Amore cannot chase it down. Goes out for a goal kick. So still early stages here. Bulleen Lions 0. Alamein 0. One major talking point in this match so far, the penalty save. Ball through the left, and the flag goes up for offside. So for our FFE radio listeners who may have joined us late, just a reminder, we are doing it a 4 TV style rather than a 4 radio style tonight. But you will still hear all the key details of the game. Dolzan's free kick, intercepted by Marin. Cartwright. Kane leaves the ball behind. Cernio bumped off it. Now Douglas trying for a through ball. Deflected by Edwards. Cernio backtracking, trying to get a boot in. Douglas turns it to Kane, loose touch. Alamein persisting, Cartwright. Now Kane. Natoli takes the ball away. Amore trying for the crossfield pass. Lesh is able to get it down to a teammate. Douglas steadies. Williams. Clever play there from Pastor. Mario Pastor. Finds Cartwright. Now Kane. Physical challenge. And Iaconis not happy with a barge in the back there as she was knocked to the ground. So a chance to take a look at the formations of the two teams. Emily Shields in goal for Bulleen. Alex Natoli and Emily Dolzan at the centre of defence. Olivia Ellis at right back. The other Liv E, Liv Edwards at left back. Liana Iaconis defensive midfield. In front of her, Tessa Cernio and Caitlin Friend. And Friend is on the ball right now. Friend plays it to Privatelli. Here's the acceleration of Privatelli. Cuts it back. It's cleared. Dudley Smith can't control the ball. And it's taken out to the left. Lesh only as far as Iaconis. Alamein consolidate. Pastor. Through ball. Looking for the run of Kane. Kane from a tight angle. An impossible angle. Puts it out for a goal kick. So to finish that Bulleen formation, Caitlin Friend and Tessa Cernio central midfield. In front of them, a front three. Alex Amore on the left. Brittany Dudley Smith up top. And Leah Privatelli over on the right. For Alamein tonight, Erin Hudson in goal. Amy Marin and Jamie Williams at the centre of defence. Anita Lesh on the left. Ashley Lefebvre on the right. Marin comes through and wins a solid header. Karachi. Lefebvre getting forward. Now Karachi. Iaconis snapping at the heels. Karachi rolls it back to Williams. Williams able to cut around the Bulleen player. Now Douglas. Hits it over to the left. Ellis able to block it down. Cernio. Ball deflected in midfield. Lesh plays it now to Pastor. Tried for the quick 1-2 with Kane. Didn't quite come off. Now turned over. Schroeder. Deflected and in. Rhea Schroeder makes up for the penalty miss and puts Alamein into a 1-0 lead.
Goal for Alamein, number 7, Ray Schroeder.
It's
Lions 0, Alamein 1.
Good finish from Schroeder. Giveaway by Bulleen. Costly on that occasion. And Alamein, after the early penalty from Schroeder was saved, she's now found the target and able to put her team into a 1-0 lead, chalk it down in the 12th minutes. Ellis. Privatelli. Friend. Back to Dolzan. Natoli. Plays it out to the right. Ellis. Tried to split a couple of Alamein midfielders. Ball holding up in what is becoming quite a strong wind. It's going to loop into the penalty area. It's cleared away by Marin, only as far as Iaconis. Lefebvre knocks the ball down. Douglas able to clear it out to the left. Clever from Schroeder. Iaconis got her body in the road. Ellis is there, moves the ball on. Now down in the left corner. Well played by Marin. And hits it into touch. Dolzan. Natoli. Natoli. Hits a diagonal ball, looking for Amore. And it bounces out for a throw. Bulleen deep in attack. Alamein trying to play out from the last line. Williams over the head of Edwards, bouncing into the path of Karachi. And it's going to be Bulleen possession. And Amore can't keep the ball in. Out it goes. Ball on the right, Jamie Williams. Alamein happy to keep possession with Bulleen not really pressing them up in earnest at the moment. Marin plays the ball out to the left. Ellis, pass through the back line. Natoli pulling the strings at the moment from very deep for Bulleen. Hits the ball out to the right. Privatelli tried to head it on, deflected off Lesh. It's a strong challenge coming in, and I'm pretty sure that Pastor there will be wondering what exactly she did wrong. Free kick going the way of Bulleen. Out to the right, and they've overcooked it. Schroeder puts it out for a throw. Throw in, another shout for handball. Referee not willing to oblige on this occasion. Deflected off Dolzan, straight into the path of Douglas. Cartwright caught in possession. Edwards bursting after the ball. Williams is there. Williams holds her nerve. Plays it to Cartwright. Lefebvre. Now Marin from the centre of defence, a cool head. Gets it to Douglas, intercepted by Amore. And Cartwright unable to keep the ball in Alamein possession on that occasion. Out it goes. Edwards to take the throw in. Edwards hurls it to Dudley Smith. Williams able to knock the ball. Back to Marin. Cartwright. Players breaking through the right side. And Karachi's away. It's Christina Karachi. On a tight angle now. Wants to cut it back. Never really looked like she wanted to shoot. And that's a strong challenge from Natoli to take the ball and put it into touch. Well, Karachi there looked like she might have been through, but ran herself down onto a tight angle and then didn't really have the confidence to shoot. Douglas caught in possession. More's done well. The pass, though, straight back to Alamein. Lesh plays the ball to Schroeder, the Alamein goal scorer. Back to Marin. And Marin's pass is going to bend into the path of Karachi. The Bulleen defence stopped. Karachi swinging it in from the right, looking for Kane, and it's headed away. Edwards able to clear it out. Safe to say Alamein are doing most of the attacking at the moment. And on that occasion, all the players flat-footed as the ball bent around and stayed in. And now Karachi finds herself in possession again. This time straight to Caitlin Friend. Amore. Edwards. And the ball knocked out. Wind has picked up considerably here. It is swirling, though. We saw one ball hold up in the air, and it seemed to be favouring Bulleen's end, but you look at the corner flags, they are actually favouring the end. Alamein are now attacking, so it has almost completely changed direction. Williams. Schroeder to Douglas. Now Lesh. And Lesh plays it back to Marin. Alamein starting to own possession of the ball. Marin waiting for options. Someone's hair ties or garters have gone flying in the centre of midfield. Marin doesn't care. Plays the ball down the left side, and Ellis is able to knock it away from Schroeder for a throw-in. Alamein concedes some territory. Marin, foot plugged in the artificial turf with a bit of assistance from a Bulleen midfielder, says the referee. So it's going to be an Alamein free kick, and Mariel Pastor seems to be the designated set-piece taker, regardless of where it is on the pitch. She's going to roll it up here to potentially dangerous territory. So often see a ball curling into the box. No one gets a touch, and it might nestle inside the far post. Big pack of players will be waiting for this one. Pastor's free kick. Allowed to bounce and straight to Shields, who holds it at the near post. Comfortable enough. The two Americans attacking each other on that occasion. Out to Ellis. Keeps it moving. Dangerous ball. Friend. Blocks off Cartwright. And now Dudley Smith, a chance to run. Tried to cut it out to the left. Alamein deal with the danger, but given straight back to Dudley Smith. And now through the right side, Privatelli. Privatelli from the byline, cuts it back. Dudley Smith loads up the shot, and that one's over the bar. Perhaps still Bulleen's best attack of the evening so far, though. They trail 1-0 as things currently stand. Hello to our listeners in the Mixlr app. Don't forget to save it to your Mixlr app favourites. We've got a massive weekend coming up. Most of it, admittedly, men's NPL. Might be able to sneak a women's NPL game in there on Sunday when Bulleen Lions play NTC, but we'll have to wait and see.
Still on the job. How's things for you?
Well, two people deciding to have a conversation right next to our effects microphone. Ellis. Diving header. And the referee says that Marin was fouled in doing so. Williams. Douglas. Long ball from Douglas down the left side, and Alamein are away. Lesh getting forward, curls it into the area, picked out Natoli. Privatelli's come deep to help out. Plays it back to Dolzan. And Dolzan curls the ball down the line. Out it goes. No. Throw it on the left. Dudley Smith. Amore. Able to get through two challenges here. Alex Amore breaking forward. Williams only knocks the ball as far as Privatelli, but Lesh is there, and now another foul. Bit of confusion from Alamein about this one. Must have been on Amore. And now Bulleen have a free kick in potentially dangerous position. Wondering who might take here. Caitlin Friend would normally step up from this sort of distance, but she's gone to stand in the penalty area, so maybe they're going to try for something a bit different. Leah Privatelli and Tessa Cernio are the two options at the moment. Erin Hudson standing in goal. Alamein have put 5 in the wall. it's definitely shooting range. Intrigued to see what they've got planned here. Cernio, well, I'm not sure what the plan was there, but it is closed down pretty quickly, and Alamein put the ball out. Maybe the plan was to win a throw. Ellis brings the ball in. Cross deflected, out for a corner. So Bulleen get their first corner of the night and stay on the attack. We've played 24 minutes. Alamein leading 1-0 thanks to Ria Schroeder's goal. Referee making sure everything's in order before the corner comes in. Edwards takes. Looking for Iaconis, headed away by Marin. Ellis. Able to shimmy away from Douglas. Douglas kept attacking. Ellis wins a foul. It's advantage. Down at the byline. And it's out for another corner. Looks like Edwards will go across and bring it in. Ellis, high corner. Hudson had to jump over her own defender. Cernio with the follow-up, blocked. Kanachi looking to break out of defence. Privatelli slides in, knocks over Lefebvre. And it's an Alamein throw. Lefebvre to Cartwright. Karachi being worn very closely, but a neat turn. Cernio came across to help out. Natoli coughs possession up. Pastor looking for Kane. Kane able to wheel away from Dolzan. Leaves the ball for Cartwright. Now Cernio only as far as Pastor. Runs into the challenge of Ellis. And now Iaconis across to put the ball out. Alamein looking the far more organised team at the moment. Quite sharp. Created some good attacking chances. Bulleen, perhaps that free kick they took sums up where they're at in an attacking sense at the moment. It seems very disjointed, like they've been caught on the hop. Let's not forget they were 2-0 down last week. Lefebvre. Friend. Battling Douglas. Natoli. High ball through the left side. Looking for Williams. Williams finds Lefebvre. And now Jamie Williams. Douglas cuts it in. Williams does well. Just wanted the ball a bit more. And now Pastor lays it off out to the left, and Alamein are breaking forward. Schroeder. Able to run at Ellis here. Schroeder with a step over. Ellis shuts it down. Don't bring that here. Lesh. Pastor caught in possession. Friend will look up and see only Dudley Smith ahead of the ball. Wheels away to hold things up. Back to Emily Dolzan. Now bouncing, Privatelli. Marin times the leap. Really is amazing how much better the American players are in the air than some of their Australian counterparts. Amy Marin, classic example of a player who's very confident under the high ball. Edwards wins a header. Friend caught in possession by Douglas. And Douglas with just a little bit too much on the pass. It's down to Shields. Dolzan. Friend. Back to Dolzan. Plays it to Privatelli. Tried the step over. And the ball won't stay in. It goes out for a throw. Referee Ali Manjan is going to book Caitlin Friend here. Obviously a bit too much back chat in the early stages. And Caitlin Friend is going to have to zip it and be careful from here on. That booking coming in the 29th minute. Play to restart with an Alamein throw over on the left. The wind picks up again. If anything, it is favouring the end. Bulleen are attacking in this first half, which is the creek end, as opposed to Alamein, who have scored 1 goal to the tennis court's end. Ellis brings the ball in. Bouncing into the path of Williams, deflected, bit of pinball. Dudley Smith to Friend. Marin wins a foul. Just got pushed in the front there as she was winning the header. Hudson. Douglas, straight to Edwards. Cernio. Dolzan. Privatelli. Ball knocked out. Paul Kilpatrick, Bulleen coach, hands the ball back. Watching on from the bench at the moment. His team trailing 1-0. Alamein at the moment very much on top. One of the main reasons is this woman, Amy Marin. Marielle Pastor. Through the right, Karachi. Amore cuts in from the blind side, takes the ball away. And now a long ball, a chance for Dudley Smith to show her speed. It's Dudley Smith with Marin in pursuit, and it's a brilliant challenge from Marin. Perfectly timed and knocks it behind for a corner. You wouldn't have known that was a high-risk situation there. Amy Marin picked the perfect moment to slide, went in and nicked the ball away from Brittany Dudley-Smith. And now it's a corner coming up for Bulleen. Their attacking set pieces have been lacking in execution so far, though. Let's see if they can create something here from a corner. Edwards swings it to a central position. Friend with a header. Cleared away by Marin. Out it goes. Edwards hurls it in. And Friend wins a foul, again within shooting distance. Could this be potentially dangerous here for Alamein? We saw the last free kick they took. They tried for something a bit too clever. Maybe a bit more of a conventional shot on goal coming up. The discussion has taken place. And it's going to be Edwards to take. 3 in the wall. Pack of players waiting. Edwards slices it high to the far post, and it's out for a goal kick. And that really has been a major deficiency of the Bulleen game so far. They've had a couple of free kicks and corners, and at the moment, Alamein haven't really been put under any great deal of pressure. Referee insisting that the ball not be rolling on the goal kick. We're not quite closing in on half-time. 32 minutes gone. Still plenty to play out in this first 45. Ria Schroeder's goal in the 14th minute, making it Alamein 1, Bulleen Lions 0. Over the head of Privatelli. Ellis backtracking. And it goes for a throw. Bouncing down the line. Referee whistles for the foul on Privatelli. If nothing else, Bulleen are starting to balance out general play here. Alamein haven't had a decent attack for a little while now, so Bulleen will feel as though they've just started to win the arm wrestle. Dolzan hits the free kick. Pastor's header only as far as friend. It's saved. Hudson down to the ball and tips it out for a corner. Great shot from Caitlin Friend, and any further away from Erin Hudson, and it would have been the equaliser. A good save from the Alamein goalkeeper. Able to keep her team in the lead for now. Edwards. Iaconis. It's looping, and Hudson able to claim in the air. Confidence will be right up now for the Alamein goalkeeper. Long throw. Lefebvre, loose touch, able to hold her ground in Ellis's challenge. Now play it to Pastor, and the pass finds Cartwright, who is offside. Well, close call. And Marielle Pastor, you can tell she likes to try and thread a through ball on that occasion. Just couldn't find Joey Cartwright. Of course, a former junior Matilda, Joey Cartwright. Hoping to find her best, still such a young player. Hoping the change of scenery from Heidelberg to Alamein can help her improve this year. Natoli. Ball falls at the top of the area. Privatelli. And cleared away by Douglas. Lesh. Pastor. This time Kane is onside, but Alex Natoli has her outpointed. Back to Shields. Has to be careful. If there is a flaw in Shields' game that can be exploited, it is that she is occasionally caught in possession. Natoli runs into the challenge of Douglas. Now Pastor. Schroeder. Back to Marin. Marin with a long ball. Karachi running from deep. Will meet the ball out on the right, but it just rolls past her, and she's unable to keep it in. Ball goes out for a throw. Bulleen throw deep at left back. Edwards. Straight to Williams. Ball back to the top of the box. Kane trying to hold it up. Turns to face Natoli. Edwards plays it safe, puts it out for a throw. Lefebvre brings it in. Douglas, Iaconis wearing her closely. And it's out for a Bulleen throw once again. They get the chance to just move their midfield up another 10 metres or so. Williams. Iaconis charging through. Marin right on the scene. And that ball has gone over the grandstand. Out the back. Edwards throws the ball in. Dudley Smith. Very wide. Has got Marin right there for company. And Marin just worried her out of it a bit. Puts it out for a goal kick. Safe to say the dominant force of this game so far has been the Alamein centre back. Seeming very difficult to get past at the moment. You can hear the shouts of Alamein coach Sinisa Koadzic making their way across the ground, as is customary perhaps at an Alamein game. Hudson loading up the goal kick. See, there's not a great deal of confidence into the win, but she's able to get it just inside the defensive half. Ellis. Pastor. Karachi. Turning and going. Christina Karachi. Left the ball behind. Able to find Cartwright. Breaks right. Back to Karachi. Twisting and turning away from Alex Amore, and does well. Christina Karachi, edge of the area. Cuts it in. Cartwright. And now the cutback intercepted by Friend. Bulleen, potential to go counter-attack here. Ellis just slows things down. Plays it out to the right. Privatelli. Caught in possession. Excellent from Lesh. And now Lesh to Kane. Ellis back to recover and wins the ball. Potentially dangerous there, though, for Alamein. The two former Caulfield United players combining. Schroeder. Now Cartwright fancying a long shot, and that one bends well wide of the target. Out for a goal kick. .39 minutes gone. So we are now ticking towards half-time. Alamein leading Bulleen Lions 1-0. Shallow back pass from Dolzan. Really sold Shields into trouble. Able to get it to Cernio. And Cernio flips it out to the right. Privatelli trying to keep it moving. Lefebvre. Now finds Douglas. Karachi with a bit of space. Running at Edwards. Karachi from the right byline. Can't keep it in. And just had to pull up on the ball there. He's done some exciting things, Christina Karachi, but just lacking the end product at the moment. You feel like as soon as she starts to pinpoint some passes, they could very easily become assists. Alamein starting to look dangerous once again. Shields punts the ball. Marin. Now Iaconis. Out for a throw. Marin. Douglas. Natoli. Friend. Room for Bulleen to move. Amore is breaking through the left. Cernio tries to find her. And that was just a bit excited there from Amore. Tried to load up a first-time pass, but maybe had a bit more opportunity to hold the ball. She does seem to be struggling, actually, Alex Amore. A couple of times she's been favouring her right knee, which is already quite heavily strapped. Of course, in the NPL Women's, you have 5 on the bench and you can make 5 substitutes, so coaches are never afraid to burn them early. Hudson. Lesh, straight to Iaconis. Marin on the ball. And that pass overhit, out for a throw. Ellis brings it back in. Marin, enthusiastic. Won the ball only as far as Iaconis. Given away by Ellis. Now Amy Kane. Kane trying to accelerate at Dolzan. And Dolzan back in to take the ball. Marin. Privatelli can't take the ball off her. Amy Marin, left-footed shot. And a grab there between the eyes for Shields. Boots the ball straight to Douglas of Alamein, and they'll reload. Pastor. Back to Marin. To Douglas. And now over to Williams. Cartwright. Lefebvre. Little nick off Amore. Out it goes. Cartwright. Lefebvre. Back to Joey Cartwright. Karachi. Step over. Edwards trying to corral. Lefebvre on the overlap, and that's a disappointing end to a promising move. Ash Lefebvre scooping it out for a goal kick. 43 minutes gone, 2+ stoppage until half-time. You wouldn't think there'd be a great deal of stoppage. There haven't been any significant delays in this first half. Game's been played at a pretty decent pace as well, in stark contrast to the Heidelberg-South Melbourne game on Saturday. I think the cool weather has certainly played a part in that. It was quite warm on Saturday afternoon. Iaconis plays it back to Shields, and Shields steers the ball out for a throw. Alamein would love to double their advantage before the break. You feel like it might be a difficult way back for Bulleen if they can't find the equaliser first, and Alamein gets a second. They might be on right here. Pastor firing it straight at Shields, who holds. And Emily Shields has had to make a couple of saves now, albeit shots fired straight at him. Rolled out, Dolzan gives it away. And now Kane scores. Alamein do get the second before half-time. And Bulleen, their own worst enemy, have coughed up possession again. Amy Kane punishing the Lions. And it's Alamein 2, Bulleen Lions 0. The goal coming right on the 45th minute. And Bulleen will go into the rooms for the second week in a row, 2-0 down. And now kick-off, the referee saying has to be taken again. Amy Kane with a good finish, but quite frankly, Bulleen made it easy for it. Dolzan. Dealt with in the air by Williams. Pastor, Marin. Ball deflects out to the right. Whose throw? It's going to be an Alamein ball. And we tick into stoppage time in the first half. Fourth official says there will be 1 minute. Marin. Ellis. And a foul. Just 30 seconds of stoppage until half-time. Natoli. Bulleen need a game changer here. 2-0 down. Not really creating a great deal in attack either. Privatelli. Back to Ellis. Privatelli trying to work a 1-2. Ellis back to Privatelli. Swinging in a ball. Friend with the header. No power behind it. Skims through the box. Amore. Trying to outmuscle Karachi does well. Amore, deflected shot. Hudson holds. And that was Bulleen's chance before the break. Stoppage is up. And that's half-time. You've got to give the credit to Alamein at the break. Bulleen may have coughed up possession for the 2 goals, but in open play, Alamein have been by far the more enterprising, and they have one dominant player. Amy Marin at the centre of defence is looking like a very difficult player to get past tonight. That whistle gets us back underway. Bulleen going to the tennis court's end in the second half, hoping for a comeback. And Alamein on track for what would be their first win of the season. They'll be hoping they can close it out from here. So here coming through our effects microphone, very vocal at the start of the second half from both teams. And the ball running out right in front of that effects microphone down below our commentary position. So let's take a look at the 2 teams that have come back out for the second half. Doesn't appear to have been any substitutions. Emily Shields in goal for the Bulleen Lions. At the centre of defence, Alex Natoli and Emily Dolzan. They're about to be tested here because Amy Kane is on the end of Anita Lesch's pass through the left. Kane bending wide. Ellis comes through and takes the ball away and wins a throw. Bulleen's right back tonight, Olivia Ellis. Left back is Olivia Edwards. Midfield trio, Liana Iaconis and Tessa Cernio. In front of them, Caitlin Friend. Ball thrown down the left. Cartwright trying to win the ball for Alamein and wins a foul. At least it was Caitlin Friend. At the start of the second half, it looks like they've moved Brittany Dudley-Smith into midfield. And right now the front three is Caitlin Friend as the number 9. Alex Amore over on the left and Leah Privatelli over on the right. Natoli trying to find Amore now, headed away by Lefebvre. Iaconis plays it almost to herself and left a boot in on Lefebvre and gives away a foul. The Alamein formation at the moment, their goals coming in the 14th minute from Ria Schroeder and in the 45th minute through Amy Kane, and that's after Schroeder had missed a penalty in the 5th minute. Erin Hudson in goal, Amy Marin and Jamie Williams at centre-back. Ash Lefebvre at right back, Anita Lesh at left back. In front of them in midfield, a trio of Caitlin Douglas, Joey Cartwright and Marielle Pastor. And up front at the moment, Ria Schroeder over on the left, as the ball is played to the centre of defence and cleared by Williams. Amy Kane in the middle, and Christina Karachi over on the right. 4-3-3 for both sides at the moment. Looking at the benches for both teams, Bulleen have Lauren Farrugia, their backup keeper. Isabella Scott, who's a fullback. Charlie West as well, can play in midfield. Keely Lockhart, who's more of a forward winger type. And Salma Tawfiq, who is more of a central defender, can play in midfield. And then Alamein, Melissa Maisels, their goalkeeper. Maria Patricus, a right back. Jana Lawson up forward. Kelsey Minton, another forward winger. And Jasmina Petic, who is a forward. So it's a very attacking bench for Alamein. At the moment, they're 2-0 up. They don't need to chase the game. Edwards cutting into the area. Edwards flashes it just wide of the right-hand post. Shooting across the goalkeeper and shooting across the face. Very nearly getting Bulleen their avenue back into this match. Great signs there, though, from Edwards, who didn't make too many forward forays in that first half. A good strike, but unable to nestle it in the bottom right corner. Goal kick for Alamein. Hudson tumbling to Dudley Smith. Marin puts her body in the way. Dudley Smith knocked her over. Lesh taking on Ellis. And a foul against Dudley Smith. The referee's going to bring it back. Just the one yellow card in the first half. It was for backchat by Caitlin Friend. Quite a few fouls given away, but certainly not a dirty game. Marin to Douglas. Plays the pass to Cartwright. And Cartwright gets a foul, and Dudley Smith's going to have to be careful because the fouls are starting to pile up. Marin, solid hit of the ball. Lefebvre coming from very deep, unable to connect, and it's picked up by Shields. I did mention the wind a couple of times in the first half. It was swirling. The flags indicate that it's favouring the end. Alamein are attacking it. It is quite breezy here at the Veneto Club tonight. Pretty good crowd for women's NPL as well. You'd say at least 200 have made their way in to have a look at the first Monday night game of the season. It is perhaps one of the failings of the fixture this year that NTC are now back on the weekends, and it means that most of the games pile up and overlap. So if people want to come and see an opposition team, they're pretty much going to have to make it a Monday night. Free kick going Alamein's way. A third goal, and you'd suggest they're just about home, even though it is early stages of the second half. Free kick coming up. It's going to be Lesh to float it to the edge of the area. Flick header on by Pastor. And Marin chases it down at the byline. Out of the area, down to the corner. Cuts it back to Douglas. Douglas swings it back into the box. Schroeder, well, the headed technique not the greatest there, and sends it out back towards the corner flag for a goal kick. Shout out to Nancy, who's listening in from the United States. Big fan of FFE radio last season and a fan of Alamein when Hannah Keane was playing here. I hope you didn't miss the entire summer of W League. Did 19 games over the summer. Ball runs out for a throw. Edwards trying to skip down the touchline. Ball played on. Amore. Cross looking for Privatelli. And well cleared away by Schroeder. Lefebvre down to Friend. Tangle of legs. And it's going to be a Bulleen throw. thrown in by Edwards. Headed away by Lefebvre, but gives away a foul. Amore winning a free kick in a dangerous position. And it was interesting that Caitlin Friend wasn't really in the vicinity of any of Bulleen's set pieces in the first half, so perhaps not a surprise that she's lining this one up here early in the second. Top left corner of the penalty area. Alamein will set a wall. This is dangerous territory. Friend and Cernio discussing their plans. Do they have another funky set piece in mind, or will it be a direct shot on goal? Friend curling it in. Dudley Smith tried to flick a header on. Only succeeded in turning the ball out for a goal kick. Referee must have seen a deflection. Out for a corner. Edwards to take the corner. Bulleen looking for one of the two goals, trying to peg it their way back into the game. Over the head of Amore, and referee saying she must have got lift off illegally. Hudson to take the restart. Plays it out to the right. Williams plays it back to Hudson. Clearance to Edwards. Volleys it into midfield. Karachi spins away from Cernio. Now Cartwright. Lesh played it back to Cartwright. Ball over on the right. Karachi. Burst of speed. Edwards does well to strip the ball initially, but Karachi recovers. Now Lefebvre wants the left foot. Loading up across. Kane, Douglas, half volley, deflected. And it's gone out for a corner. Alamein back looking for a third. We've now played 55 minutes. The game is settled, and the pattern continues to be that Alamein's attacks just look that bit more menacing than those of Bulleen. Lesh with the corner, headed away at the near post by Edwards. Douglas trying to volley it into her control. Marin. Twisting and turning, through ball. Kane was onside. Perhaps didn't realise that it was open field behind her as well. That was a great chance for Alamein. Bulleen come away with the ball. And now Privatelli cuts central. Tries to find a way through the right, but Williams is able to block the ball away. Lesh plays it into the path of Schroeder, who's looking pretty gassed, and in the end concedes a throw. Just looked exhausted at the end of that sprint. Dolzan cleverly able to play the ball off her. Ellis brings the ball in. Dudley Smith tried the through ball for Friend. Williams has been very composed in defence today. Took the ball away. Dolzan. High ball. Williams takes the bounce out of it. Marin is there to sweep on. There's a lot of shouting going on in the crowd. Crowd amusing themselves at the moment. Not sure it was related to the game. Lefebvre cutting in. Cartwright. Possession given away. The players were very legitimately confused by the hullabaloo. And now Williams has gone crashing through Cernio. And it's going to be the second yellow card of the game, and the first for an Alamein player. Jamie Williams goes in the book. Might be a bit of a tough decision there. Foul, yes. Booking, probably not. Free kick going the way of the Bulleen Lions. Played out to the left. Edwards. It's neither a cross nor a shot in the end. It goes over the head of Dudley Smith and out for a goal kick. Just off the boot, it looked like it might have been one of those floating cross shots that hones in on the target, but it just kept sliding and out it went. Message coming through on the Mixlr app. Jake enjoying tonight's broadcast. Gives a shout out to Ellie. Great to have so many people interested in the women's NPL tonight. Douglas. Over the head of Schroeder. Out it goes. We're almost at the hour mark and we're yet to see a sub. All of Alamein's are seated on the bench, as are all of Bulleen's. You get 5 in the women's NPL, so surely they will make some changes sooner rather than later. Alamein perhaps not seeing a need to change too much at 2-0 up. Natoli knocking the ball to Amore. Now Friend turning 5 metres from the box, and the run was tracked very well by Lefebvre. Plays the ball to Cartwright. Little back heel from Douglas. Crowd enjoyed that. Cartwright over to the right. Karachi taking on Edwards. Karachi just lost the ball under her feet. Now plays it on the overlap. Lefebvre is there. Right-footed cross. Natoli cuts it out just inside the area and then puts the ball out for a throw. And Ash Lefebvre, still such a slender, slight player. Not a great deal of power behind those crosses from deep. Throws the ball in. Cleared out by Edwards. Lefebvre to take the throw. Edwards battling Karachi. Karachi able to come away with the ball. Natoli crashes in at the byline and does well to win a goal kick. 2-0 at the moment. Rhea Schroeder and Amy Kane, both from Bulleen giveaways of possession. But they have been the better team. Privatelli caught in possession by Lesh. Alamein in the attacking half. Mario Pastor. High ball. Douglas scooping a long shot and dipping late. Speculative attempt at best, but it might just have had Emily Shields nervous there for a moment. Shields restarts play. Ball flashes up to Amore. 10 metres inside the defensive half. Edwards, loose touch. Lefebvre coming through. Edwards recovers. Slide challenge, only as far as Douglas. Now Lefebvre. Ash Lefebvre. Deflected pass. Kane. Kane parried and bouncing wide. Ellis across to clear the ball away. Shields with the save. Amy Kane nearly had a double. Chances have been few and far between for the Alamein number 9, but when they've presented, she's been able to cause trouble. Flicking the ball on now, through the left, Pastor. Cutting straight into the challenge of Ellis and desperately trying to avoid preventing a corner. Cannot successfully do so. Out for another set piece. Douglas setting the ball, trying to swing it in. In fact, it's not Douglas, it's Pastor. High corner, big pack of players, knotted down. And it runs through the penalty area, out for a goal kick. Shields, dangerous goal kick. Dolzan, shallow back pass. Shields gets there in time. Header from Pastor, players looked offside. Shields able to catch in any case. Dicing with danger there, Bulleen. Cleared. Lefebvre. Challenge from Amore. Tangle of legs. And the foul goes Bulleen's way. Cernio plays the ball into Cartwright. Cartwright gets a very cheap yellow card. Perhaps knew what was coming there and decided just to cop it for the sake of holding Bulleen up. Can't say Joey Cartwright has done anything in tonight's game to suggest she'll be at risk of a second yellow, but you just never know. These things can come back to bite you later in the night. Looks like Alamein is starting to have words on the bench with a couple of potential subs. Natoli, free kick. Ellis trying to trap it at the edge of the box. Left-footed volley, high and wide, out for a goal kick. A lot of familiar faces in Victorian women's football here tonight. I mentioned the size of the crowd. Former Melbourne City coach Joe Montemuro here watching on. Current assistant coach Patrick Kisnorbo keeping an eye on things with other Melbourne City staff, playing staff. Dean Buzanis, team manager Louisa Bisbee, a former gold medalist of the old Women's Premier League and a long-time player, former Melbourne Victory player in her own right in the W League. Fun fact about Louisa Bisbee, 1 cap for Australia as well. So she is a former Matilda too. Just about every other coach in the league is here, as is often the case on a Monday night. Chance to come and scout the opposition. Ball in a central position. Ellis, ball runs through her legs. And Schroeder cleans up over on the left. Fouled as well for her trouble. Disappointing breakdown of a potential attack for Bulleen. Alamein with all the answers so far. We've crossed 63 and a half minutes. And they lead 2-0. Lesh. Free kick. Dolzan on the half volley. Douglas. Into midfield. Cartwright. Edwards comes across. Plays the ball out to the left. And it runs out for a throw. Alamein ball level with the penalty area. On its current trajectory, it looks like it's going to peter out to be a very comfortable Alamein win. It's a bit of a surprise that Bulleen haven't tried to shake things up a little bit. Maybe just mindful of not wanting to concede a third. Because Alamein have looked likely at times. Thrown on the left. Kane, edge of the area. Dolzan knocked her off the ball. Marin. Amy Marin, low drive. Bending across the face. Shields. Traps it with her feet. Picks up the ball as Karachi comes running in. Now a chance to counter-attack. Edwards, wide on the left. Travelling with the ball up to the halfway line. Edwards starting to gather momentum. Plays a pass. Cut out by Douglas. And played into touch. Throw in, Cernio. Amore. Cutting onto her right foot. No can do. Lefebvre. Combining with Williams to win the ball. Cartwright. Pastor. Schroeder. Alamein on the attack. Rhea Schroeder in a 1-on-3. Trying to take them all on here. Ball back to Shields. Slices the clearance. Dolzan, and the ball takes a break out towards the byline. Dolzan charging through. Ellis clears only as far as Lesh. And now Iaconis puts the ball into touch. Just a reminder to our listeners that if you save FFV Radio to your favourites in the Mixlr app, you'll get a notification every time the station goes live. Our next Women's NPL match will be Saturday, 2:30 p.m. The defending champions Calder United up against South Melbourne. That game going to be played at Keilor Park. Look forward to bringing you that one on FFE Radio Saturday afternoon, 2:30 kickoff. Be the second time we've seen Calder. Last time they were on FFE Radio was the 7-1 win in the Community Shield, where they looked, frankly, a cut above everything else that's been on offer this season. It's a long year. 27-game season means the rest of the competition gets plenty of time to try and sort things out and find a way to bridge the gap. Cartwright. Douglas. Attempted through ball. Dolzan clearing. Out it goes. Looking over to the bench, it is going to be Alamein and Bulleen to make a sub at the same time. We've played 66 minutes now. Looks like Jana Lawson's going to be the player coming on for Alamein. Lesh. Pastor. Trying to keep the ball. Friend is there to nick it away. Pastor back in. Cernio helps out. Plays the ball to Dudley Smith. Flicked it on. Shallow though. Marin holding her ground. And Dudley Smith gives away another foul. And now nothing friendly between the two there. Dudley Smith bumps into Marin. And the referee just tells her to cool things down. Referee just checking in with one of the ground marshals right next to our microphone. We were able to hear that chat. Not sure what Alamein was asking on that occasion. Well, we know what she was asking. She was asking, were you with Bulleen? Not sure why. Shields. Another dangerous pass, Natoli. Able to evade Karachi. Plays the ball to Edwards. Keeps the ball moving. Out it goes. And now we're going to have this double change. First sub will be Alamein. And it is going to be Amy Kane, their second goal scorer, to be replaced by Jana Lawson. We're waiting to see Bulleen's first change here. Fourth official's going to hopefully flip the numbers around. It's a game of wait and see here. Alamein managing the coming and going over on the sidelines. Bella Scott's the player that's coming on. The question is, who is coming off for Bulleen? Will it be a straight swap? Or will it be some sort of positional change? Bella Scott shouting to the referee, don't forget about me, and it's going to be Olivia Edwards coming off. And that will allow Liv Ellis to go over and play her more natural position at left back. And Bella Scott will come over and play right back. So it's a positional switch of sorts, but it's not exactly a brave one from Bulleen, given that they do trail 2-0. And you wonder what they've got left in the tank here, because at the moment it's a game very much on Alamein's terms, and Sinisa Kovacic won't be too concerned about what he's seeing at the 70-minute mark now. Players were standing there on the bench for the most part of 4 minutes. Pastor. Through ball. Trying to connect with Lawson. Shields committed. Lawson broke left. Net was open very briefly. Cut it back. Pastor rolls out of a challenge. Marielle Pastor, curling shot straight into the grasp of Shields, who did well to recover. That could have been an instant impact there. Dudley Smith. Lesh. Marin. Long ball. Wind is taking control of it here. Iaconis kicks for territory. Only as far as Williams. Ball bouncing on halfway. Scott gets her first touch after coming on. Iaconis rolls it back to Natoli. Alex Natoli running into trouble. Douglas battling her. Plays it back to Friend. Friend to Dolzan. Dolzan plays it into the shins of Pastor. Iaconis there for the spill. Over to the right, or over to the left, I should say. The right for Alamein as Karachi takes the ball away. Now Lefebvre dances around Amore. Plays it back to Karachi. Cutting away from Ellis. And a foul, push in the back on Joey Cartwright. You can hear the shouts of Sinisa Kovacic again coming through the microphone. Alamein in control. Free kick, 15 metres inside the attacking half. Big pack of players to aim for. What's the referee done here? I think just warning the Alamein player maybe for time wasting. They're going to keep the free kick and get a yellow for the amount of time spent over the ball. So Anita Lesh, rather unfortunate to be booked here, you'd have to say. And unlike Joey Cartwright, she might have to be a bit more careful as this game goes on, given she's playing in defence. In any case, Alamein do have a free kick to attack with. Lesh plays it wide to the right side of the area. Pastor tried to outsmart Friend. No go. Friend cleared the ball. Lesh blocks it back into the path of Lawson. 50-50 ball. Friend able to clear it away. Privatelli spinning on halfway, trying to cut into some open space. Privatelli caught in possession by Williams and wins a foul as she battled to win the ball back. Cernio tries to take it quickly and trying to buy another yellow card here. Cernio protesting. The referee saying that she'd blown the whistle, and Bulleen have to set the ball and strike the free kick. It's not quite on shooting range, but Cernio scored from further out than this all those years ago in the Team AF Cup final. Could there be a surprise direct shot? Floats it instead. Douglas with the header. And now, attempted an acrobatic kick from Privatelli. Bends out towards the right byline and will go out for a goal kick. I'd say time the enemy of Bulleen, but I think the reality is that Alamein just seem to have them covered at the moment. They need a spark from somewhere. Battle in midfield, the two number 22s, Pastor and Dolzan. Iaconis volleys it on. Williams knocks it down. Iaconis, good first touch. Leaves the ball behind. Douglas plays it over to the right. Karachi keeps the ball moving. Shades of handball there against Amore. Referee lets them play. Lefebvre cuts in. Cartwright shimmies back, plays it to Douglas. Ball over to the left, space for Schroeder. Looking up at Scott, takes her on. Schroeder, top of the D, still going Rhea Schroeder. Steps through Cernio's tackle and now knocked over by Natoli. Free kick inside the D. Very dangerous position here for Alamein. And Rhea Schroeder, who had been very quiet in this second half, has thrown herself back into the game and really is looking like she has not missed a beat. She was a key part of South Melbourne winning the WPL in 2015. Or 2015. Did her knee. Spent most of last year out and then came back and played a few under-18 games. And now here she is in 2017, leading the line for Alamein. Bulleen have put 5 in the wall. Schroeder strikes it over the bar. Plenty of venom on the free kick, but just couldn't keep it down. Another sub coming up for Alamein. Christina Karachi is coming off.
Alamein coming off number 11, Christina Karachi. Being replaced by number 19, Jasmina Pettit.
And as you can hear there from the stadium announcer, it's the FFA Cup Draw host, Jasmina Pettit, who's coming on. Battling a back injury, I've been told, so we'll see how she goes with a short burst here at the end of the night. We're already up to the 76th minute. Former Box Hill player, of course. Marin takes the goal kick at halfway and charges into the attacking half and wins a foul. Amy Marin really has been a force to be reckoned with here. There's frustration in the Bulleen midfield. They're struggling to know what to do with their physicality here, really. And Sinisa Koadzic is sending Marin forward here for this free kick. Douglas to take. And the Perth Glory midfielder really has been superb tonight. 20 years old, playing central midfield here in the women's NPL. Looking the part. Swings the free kick to the top of the area, off the head of Ellis. Falls now to Iaconis. Marin tries to bring it down on the chest. Flicks it over Amore. Ball at the edge of the box. Marin can't be denied here as Bulleen commit numbers to her and put the ball behind for a corner. And Anita Lesh will go over to take. Time ticking away on this match. Alamein closing in on their first win of 2017. In comes the corner. Bit of a scramble. Shields got a little piece of it and then is able to rove it on the bounce, but not before it went behind the byline for another corner. So Alamein get to repeat. Lesh loads up once again. Curling it in, Natoli, solid header down. Ball still in the penalty area. Lesh, right-footed cross this time, and plucked out of the air by Shields. Pedic was in the vicinity. Shields did well to catch the ball. Cernio plays it into the attacking half. Privatelli, great slide challenge coming in from Williams. Comprehensive, took the ball and left Privatelli floored. Leah Privatelli, perhaps with a little bit of a burn from the synthetic there as well. Looking very ginger as she gets up. Scott to take the throw in on the right. Looked very foul throwish. Referee lets it go. And it's out for another throw, level with the penalty area. Scott brings it in. At the byline, Privatelli swings it into the area. Bouncing ball. Difficult to deal with, and at the far post, Lawson trying to guard Amore, and Amore puts the ball out for a goal kick. Into the 80th minute now. Alamein 2, Bulleen Lions 0. Does feel like we're closer to a third Alamein goal than we are for Bulleen's first of the night. Hudson takes the goal kick out to the right. Ellis battling against Lawson. Ball bounces into touch. Ball on halfway. Ellis hurls it in. Bouncing into the path of Friend. Lefebvre guarding. Now Marin comes across. Challenging Friend. Turns the ball back. Amore caught in possession. Ball deflects into the centre of the pitch. Cernio sweeps it over to the right. Bella Scott now looking up at plenty of white shirts. Plays it to Privatelli in traffic. Privatelli taking on Cartwright, knocked over. And it's a free kick on the edge of the area. And I mentioned earlier, Joey Cartwright didn't look like the type who might be at risk of a second yellow, but that was a clumsy foul. And Bulleen will be hoping that a bit like last week, the late show will be able to save them. Cernio over the free kick. Strikes it into the area. Turned goalward by Friend. Deflected away and Douglas clears. Ellis chasing the ball down, but it's in the defensive half. Lawson buzzing around. Dolzan keeping it moving. Gives it straight to Schroeder. Schroeder. Pedic was onside and the referee puts the flag up. Well, big call. Big call. I think Pedic was all right there, but the assistant referee may be in a better position. Privatelli plays it on. Can't find Cernio. Ball goes out for a throw. Bulleen getting increasingly desperate now, but not showing perhaps the intensity of a team 2-0 down in the 82nd minute. Scott to Cernio. looking for Friend. Ball deflected away. Schroeder cuts in and legged by Scott, and is looking quite sore as she goes to ground. Favouring her right knee. Trying to run it off. And Alamein's bench have seen enough. They're going to sub her out of the game.
Substitution for Alamein going off. Number 7, Ray Schroeder, being replaced by number 13, Kelsey Minton.
So Kelsey Minton coming on from Berwick City in the State Leagues. Is a speedster. It's going to keep Bulleen honest as Alamein look to counter-attack. And it looks like it's a straight swap with Minton going over to the left wing. Free kick to be taken by Amy Marin. Plays it short to Douglas. Back to Marin. Drives it down the left. Cernio. Oh, Marin got the ankle of Privatelli and she is hurt. And it's now a foul for Pastor. And Leah Privatelli very unhappy that she didn't get the foul, but Marin there, just a powerhouse, taking the ball. Caitlin Friend's got to be careful. She's already talked her way into the book once tonight. You can hear they're coming through the microphone, waiting for an injury to happen. Ali Mangan trying to keep this game calm. And the good news for Leah Privatelli is that she's all right and able to run it off. Gee, it was a heavy blow, though. Cartwright to restart play. Hits it high. Ellis camped underneath the ball. Up and under header. Pastor out to the right. Lawson's chasing after it, but won't get there. It goes out for a throw. Deep at left back for the Bulleen Lions. Natoli back to Ellis. Still deep in defence. Bulleen down the wrong end. Late in the nights. Into the 85th minute now. Back to Shields. Pressured. Able to find Caitlin Friend. And now Ellis trying to clear. Dudley Smith. Knocks it to Cernio. Still in the defensive half. Trying to find Privatelli. Lesh comes across. Makes it a contest. And knocked over by Privatelli. No foul. Play continues. Bella Scott bursting through. Sends across into the area, and Williams turns the ball behind for a corner. Perhaps the lucky break that Bulleen needed. It really did look like a foul for all money out there on Anita Lesh, but the referee let them continue to play. And now Bulleen have a corner. If they score here, there's plenty of time for them to get back in it. 86th minute. Olivia Ellis going over to take it left-footed. Let's see what the delivery's like. So she's going to take it right-footed. Interesting decision. Ellis loads up, strikes the corner, puts it on the roof of the net. Well, curious to say the least. Goal kick for Alamein. Aaron Hudson restarts play. Iconis caught in possession by Douglas. Scott. Headed away by Marin. Now Minton. Minton breaks left, taking on Ellis. Takes a deflection off the Bulleen player. Lesh brings it in. Headed away by Privatelli. Iconis just boots it high and long. And Marin was knocked over. And Leah Privatelli has booted the ball into the referee. Ali Mangan does not flinch. It's a pretty clear foul there by Brittany Dudley-Smith. Ran underneath Amy Marin, knocked her over. Not sure what the complaints are about. Marin looking a bit winded as she gets up. Frustration starting to set in for Bulleen. 2-0 down. And Alamein in the 88th minute starting to look like they might have done enough. Cernio in defence. Plays the ball through the left. Amore keeps it moving. Natoli getting forward. Challenged by Douglas. And now deflected. Attempted clearance there from Marin. Natoli blocks the ball and it goes out for a goal kick. Hudson not wasting a great deal of time, but just being very deliberate with the restart of play. Boots it out to the right, takes a bounce. Lawson can't keep it in. Out for a Bulleen throw. Ellis brings it in. Iaconis. Back to Natoli. Now Dolzan. Half volley into the path of Lesh. Privatelli catches her in possession. And now turning away from Pastor. Past Douglas as well, but straight to Lefebvre. And Lefebvre returns the ball to Caitlin Douglas. And now long ball. Petić is sprinting after it. She won't be able to chase it down though. It runs away. And it goes out for a throw. 90 seconds of regulation to go. I can already see the fourth official has put 3 minutes on the board. Iaconis stays down after a challenge from Pastor. Dolzan clears into touch. Privatelli trying for the square up, gives a little push to Marin. Marin seems unfazed. Lesh into Pastor, fouled. Game just starting to fray around the edges a little bit here at the end of the night. Marin strikes the free kick to the top of the area. Bouncing. Oh, and offside called by the central referee, I think. For half a moment, I thought it looked like a Bulleen handball again, but referee had already seen a reason to stop play. 30 seconds of regulation to go. Shields to Natoli. Natoli running with the ball in the attacking half. Plays it over to the left side. Amore sprinting past Williams. Can't keep the ball in. Out it goes for a goal kick. Alamein making a late substitution here. They're going to bring on
number 16, Ashley Lefebvre, being replaced by number 2, Maria Petrikis.
So Maria Petrikis gets a couple of minutes at the end of the night. Stoppage time only. Ash Lefebvre has done very well at right back tonight. Former NTC player. Young Matilda, still hoping to stay in that team. Very good showing as a right back here this evening. Bouncing ball up to halfway. Dolzan watches the ball roll out. Privatelli spinning down the right side. Edge of the area, 1-on-2. Privatelli cuts the ball across, and it was neither a cross or a shot in the end as it slid out for a goal kick. Just caught the wind. It might have been tailing towards the top left corner, but it was a bit of a directionless hit of the ball in the end. Alamein hoping to close out a clean sheet now. Bulleen will have 1 point from a possible 6 to start the season. And they haven't faced any of the big three yet. Calder, Geelong or South Melbourne. Slow start for the Lions. Amy Marin ushering the ball into touch, and another push. And this one is paid as a foul right on the byline, is it? It is. Brittany Dudley-Smith has done very well to avoid a yellow card as well. It just seemed so unnecessary. Amy Marin very quickly becoming a target for all of the Bulleen players, it seems. Maybe a bit too little too late. Shields Plays the ball straight to Douglas. It's on the halfway line. Cernio over to the left. Ellis takes a touch. Getting forward, Liv Ellis. Plays the pass to Dudley Smith. Back to goal. Back to Ellis. And Lawson tracked the run, did well, and plays the ball out for a throw. We're into the last minute of stoppage, so now it's more holding on to a clean sheet for Alamein than anything. Ellis throws it in, headed away by Lawson, out for another throw. Ellis unable to reach over the fence to get the ball, and a spectator will have to return it here. Down to the last 30 seconds of the night. Just outside the area, cleared away by Patricus. To Dolzan. Bulleen now playing with the intensity that perhaps they've lacked for a lot of the evening. Minton battling Privatelli. And Privatelli gives away the foul. And that should be the last rights of this one. Alamein play it short. Douglas, they might have time for one last hurrah. Minton breaking down the left, keeps the ball in. Looks up at Dolzan. Swings across into the area. Flashes through. Lawson swung a boot at the ball and collected Emily Shields. Shields was able to hold on to the ball. And she seems to be a bit sore. There was a bit of a lusty swing of the boot there from Jana Lawson. And Shields is able to bounce back up. Stoppage time has expired. And it is going to be a yellow card to Jasmina Pedic, I think, for verbaling the referee. Played 4 minutes of stoppage now. Shields to restart play. Alamein come to the Veneto Club and record a very impressive 2-0 win. Ria Schroeder missed a penalty in the opening minutes, but recovered to score the opener on 14. And then in the 45th minute, the second goal coming from a Bulleen giveaway, and able to finish out the night in the second half after the Amy Kane goal on the stroke of half-time doubled Alamein's lead. A disappointing home bow for Bulleen, but Alamein very impressive.